We do our own strength of schedule ratings in-house, and with a lot of the transfer portal closing and the rosters being solidified, we've updated it. And I just wanted to let you know in each of these conferences who we think has the hardest and easiest schedule. In the ACC, Syracuse has the hardest schedule in this conference, and it is not particularly close. I mean, we got them graded at a 102.5 difficulty rating. Just to give you an idea of how big the gap is, the next closest team is Clemson, and they're in the mid-80s. So Syracuse, I don't know who Fran Brown aggravated last year. Listen to these teams they play. They play Tennessee, SMU, Georgia Tech, Miami, Notre Dame, Clemson. None of them at home. Just a brutal schedule. They got back-to-back road games against Miami and Notre Dame in November. So I got Syracuse, we got them by a mile, having the toughest ACC schedule. The easiest, North Carolina. Could be Wake Forest. Or they're right there neck and neck, but we ever so slightly have North Carolina with the easiest ACC schedule. And that's even with them playing TCU and UCF out of conference. They avoid 4 of the top 5 teams in the league in the preseason odds. And they play 7 teams we have rated tier 5 or lower. So Bill Belichick, we were just talking about him, as big a question mark as I think there is on his potential there, it's the right time to take the job. In the SEC, this has been back and forth. Who has the hardest schedule in the SEC this year? Either Oklahoma or Florida. With the updates with the rosters, ever so slightly, Florida has retaken the unenviable mantle of being the team with the toughest schedule in the league this year. At LSU, at Miami, Texas, at A&M, versus Georgia, at Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. To give you an idea of how insanely imbalanced scheduling is in this sport right now, and why I believe you are what your record says you are is the biggest lie you could ever tell. I was just talking about North Carolina. Okay, we're supposed to pretend that all these teams are playing the same sport right now, and from a scheduling standpoint, they just aren't. We looked at this. North Carolina's second toughest opponent would be Florida's 9th toughest opponent. And yet, we get to the end of the year, and if you're 9-3, you're 9-3, It's insane. The easiest schedule in the league is Missouri. It would still be the toughest schedule in the Big 12 comparatively, just to give you kind of an idea of where they would fall. But Missouri's got a good draw right now. They get the 3 bottom teams in the league in terms of preseason odds. They've got Bama, A&M, and South Carolina at home. And their toughest road games are at Auburn and at Oklahoma. Those are not easy places to play. But the thing about it is, those are 2 big wild card teams. Like Auburn could be very much improved. OU could be very much improved. Or they could be what they were last year. And Missouri could be sneaking around in contention to go to Atlanta, and no one expected it. So, hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not, I humbly ask that you click subscribe. It's free. It doesn't sign you up for anything. What it does is it helps us keep this show free so we can just do college football year-round. All right, back to the clip. Another good year schedule-wise for Missouri. In the Big 12, toughest schedule in the Big 12 this year from a preseason standpoint is TCU. They got North Carolina and SMU out of conference, and then they play 7 of the top 9 teams in preseason odds in league play. So you look at the odds to win the Big 12. TCU's in the top 9. They also play 7 of the other top 9. So that's not the easiest path in the world. But speaking of easy paths, Houston. There's no high-level out-of-conference game, all due respect to Rice. They play the bottom 4 teams in the Big 12 preseason odds. There is no back-to-back road spot on this schedule. Over-under win total's 5.5. Willie Fritz in his second year. Could be some value there. And in the Big 10, prayers for Wisconsin, man. Wisconsin's got the hardest schedule in the Big 10. Wisconsin, by a mile, has the hardest schedule in the Big 10. It's the only Big 10 team we have ranked in the top 10 toughest schedules in the country. Not only do they have this murderer's row to end the season, they go to Alabama in out-of-conference play. But look at the way this ends. They start playing Michigan to start October, and from that point on, it's at Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, at Oregon, Washington, at Indiana, Illinois, at Minnesota. They may not be favored in any of those games. Their over-under win total is 5.5. I would slightly lean the under right now. They may be improved this year and not be able to hit that with the schedule they play. The easiest, surprisingly, is Nebraska in the Big Ten. They do play Penn State and they do play Michigan. They do not play Ohio State and they do not play Oregon. They get Michigan at home. They get USC at home. And they play 4 of the 5 bottom teams in the preseason Big Ten odds. So, year 3, Matt Rule. If you're looking for another reason to believe, there it is.